bridges and geocaches go together like chocolate and peanut butter, bacon and eggs, or alcohol, and 37 calls in 1 hour to my ex. Bridges are generally an easily recognized landmark. They're on the path. Lots of times they're scenic and have water flowing underneath them, and they're chock full of nooks and crannies, nibs and nabbles, snicks and snooks, and yeah, I'm just making up words now because it's fun. Chances are that if you see someone under a bridge, they are a geocacher, as evidenced by this scientific chart. If you're like me, you purposely say hell instead of hello when you answer the phone and then blame it on a bad connection, and you enjoy geocaching mostly by yourself. It's your you time. However, retrieving and returning caches on bridges can certainly make you look a little, suspicious. A lot of caches look like little bundles of explosives placed on sensitive infrastructure, and a lone man lurking about is going to draw attention, especially if he's feeling the bridge up like the time I was in the closet with Tiffany McDermott on the last day of summer camp in 1988. She felt me up good. So I try to look like I belong under the bridge instead of on the bridge, like the Normans. If someone passes by, I try to look like I'm very interested in my GPS, like I'm some sort of amateur bridge spotter. There's a bridge, there's another one. And I try to radiate body language that says, I belong here and don't be alarmed. And don't bother me. And for the most part, I think that's what everyone else wants, so, it all works out. I'm not looking to make new friends or talk to people, but sometimes that Norman curiosity gets the better of them. I was here at this bridge going for the cache underneath it when I noticed a woman walking her dog on the path towards the bridge, so I turned my back to her and focused intently on my GPS as I do, and she passed by. Good. But then there was a guy coming the opposite direction here, and you can't tell because I'm facing away, but he stopped at the middle of the bridge, and after some moments with the weight of his eyes upon me, I felt compelled to acknowledge him. Howdy.
Something wrong?
Oh no, I hope not.
Oh, okay. Just asking.
Gotcha, no, we're good.
Thank you.
Here's the kicker, he walked back the way he came, which makes me think perhaps he was concerned that whatever I was doing was something that could affect his health, and was like, you know what, I'm going back home. Maybe I should disguise my GPS as a Geiger counter to keep people away. Note to self, that's not actually a terrible idea. Suddenly, we're in Trenton, New Jersey, where the CO has brought us to a cache to highlight this little bridge that was designed by John A. Roebling, the same guy that made the Brooklyn Bridge. And as we all know, suspension bridges are in the top 3 of scariest bridges because they're designed to sway and shake to deal with the forces of stress from wind and traffic. You ever see the footage of the Tacoma Bridge from before they invented color? The bridge that's all wibbly-wobbly. That happened because there was nowhere to let the wind pass through, which is why now I always pass wind when going over a bridge. Yeah, it's a long way for a fart joke, but we did it, man. We did it. This bridge is called the Shaky Bridge by the locals, and I don't know what kind of bridges those locals have been on, but I've had martinis that have been shaken more. I'm just kidding. I've never had a martini because I've had gin and it tasted like someone took a wet jungle vine and jammed it up and down my esophagus like a pipe cleaner. Yeah, that was delicious. Here's $12. Sorry. The cache is on the guardrail behind me, not on the bridge itself, perhaps wisely, because you might not want to invite cachers to go underneath and tread in and around the waters. Sure, in the past, this was a lovely place where excess canal and mill water flowed into the Delaware River, but these days it carries the discharged liquid effluents from the Trenton Water Filtration Station next door. Still, I'm appreciative of the CO for bringing me to this little oddity from the past. Why is it so small? Is this some sort of symbolic bridge? Bridges connect things, and this bridge, the subject of an earth cache, was to bring 2 towns together in 1837. It was burned down in 1990, and those 2 towns have never talked to each other since. It was a confirmed act of arson, and no one was brought to justice. I don't remember doing it, so I probably didn't. And then 4 years later, it was rebuilt using the old ways, according to the signs, which to me seems like a mistake as the old ways appear much more flammable than the new ways. Hey, there's writing inside. If everyone was kind, it wouldn't matter what you look like. I see the wisdom of the THC-infused teenagers has not been lost. Today I broke up with the love of my life because I cheated on her. I didn't want to, but the girl forced herself on me, and I wasn't man enough to say no. I hope that you did not say that out loud to her, Bridge Bro. By the satellites and the compass, what has happened to kids today? Doesn't anyone know how to draw proper graffiti anymore? You want to keep a diary, do it performatively online like the rest of us. Bridges are for bubbly letter tagging and dongs, not your mental gymnastics for your inability to maintain a monogamous relationship. I'm so sorry. Actions cannot describe my pain. Yeah, that's what words are for. You just sound like someone that's bad at charades. On our geocaching, someone posted this image. I'm not sure they were looking for caches at the time, but this one just floated on by them from under a bridge. And indeed, the cache is called A Bridge to Somewhere, and was, I believe, awaiting publication before it got flooded out. I know. Some of us have to travel and search around for caches, and then there's this mother lover who has first to finds float right up to them. The geocaching gods work in mysterious ways, like Tiffany McDermott's hands on my man nips. Be safe out there.